Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another day where my hair is in my eyes. Greetings, salutations. Welcome to yet another small channel analytics update. This is episode 9. I've been doing YouTube for 9 weeks now, and I am super excited to report some amazing growth this week. If you are new to my channel and or this series, I do want to let you know that I have a goal of getting this hair out of my mouth, and also I have a goal of reaching 100 subscribers by the end of March. It was my goal to reach 100 subscribers by the end of February, and if you have a little peek at my subscriber count, you can see I didn't make it to that. I didn't even make it to 50, but we're well on our way. I think I can reach 100 by the end of March. That would be absolutely amazing. So if you are here because you're also a small channel, show the small channel some love. Give me a subscriber, or at least stick around and watch the video, please. Okay, so let's talk about the analytics from my channel this week. Oh my god. All right, so here we're starting with our monthly overview. In the last 28 days, I've gotten 846 views, almost 27 hours of watch time, and 28 new friends here on the channel. Last week's channel analytics video is my top performer for the entire last month, as actually my top performer of all of my long form content. If you have a look at the channel, you'll see that I did a series of shorts over the summer, and a few of those, I averaged about 500-ish views for most of my short videos. Some of them got as much as 5,000 views. So but as far as my long form, which is the kind of content that I prefer to make, last week's analytics update was by far my top performer. The week before, I talked about how my 7-week update was my first long form video that cracked 100 views. And as you can see here, last week's channel analytics update was my first video to crack 200 views. So that is super exciting. We are definitely gaining traction, gaining steam, gaining momentum. The more I grow, the more I grow. So, yay. Looking at statistics just from this week, I am loving this sort of upward trend line. I think this is maybe the first time I've seen it go in this sort of pattern. And my theory for why this is because last week, in last week's analytics video, I talked about how I was going to experiment with taking my long form content and remixing some snippets from my long form videos into shorts to post in order to just have more opportunities for people to see me on their feeds, to be showing up on multiple different feeds. And also, YouTube has this functionality where you can clip shorts directly from your long form content, post it directly to the shorts feed, and it'll link back to the source video. So I thought I'd give that a try. And I think that's why we see this upward trend line, because I started doing this on Thursday and Friday of this past week. I didn't do it the first half of the week. So that's my theory. We'll kind of see if that's the truth, but I can see here under top comment for the top content for the week. As I said, my long form channel analytics video from a week ago is my top performer, but my second top performer is a short from my Wednesday video. But yeah, 539 views, which is 183% more than the previous 7 days. And the previous 7 days was 200% more than the previous 7 days before that. So yeah, moving in the right direction. We love to see it. Here we have a more in-depth look at my top comment from this past week. So the channel analytics video from last week, 200 views. My short that I clipped from my Wednesday video, 175 views. My Wednesday video, which is negotiation 102 for creative sensitives and people pleasers, setting your rates, that got 32 views. So big jump down after that. And we're going to talk more about this because I really want to be getting the same amount of traction with my Wednesday videos as I have been with these Sunday channel analytics update videos. So if you have any suggestions, because here's the thing, this channel is for people like me and you, people whose careers would benefit from having an audience. Okay. So if you're new here and you don't know who I am, my name is Laura, and I am currently in grad school earning my master's in counseling because I'm very interested in the intersection of mental health, money, and the attention economy. The content that I make is for people who are trying to create audiences in order to experience career success. I think that this is going to be part of like the new landscape of careers going forward. I think that like personal branding, creating an audience is going to be more and more and more important as we move into the future of the job landscape. That's the person that I'm making content for, which is me also. If you are clicking on this video because you're interested in seeing what a realistic channel growth trajectory looks like, because you also have a small YouTube channel, or you're just curious and you're trying to decide if you want to make a YouTube channel, definitely let me know in the comments what more you want to see in terms of like mental health and mindset support, because I know for me, I had to overcome a lot of mental health and mindset stuff. I had to make a lot of big changes in order to get to a place where I could start posting consistently twice a week and not fall off and not get discouraged and not worry about what people were going to think of me, not worry about my friends and family finding my channel, and just like getting rid of all of the unhelpful sort of voices in my head, not like in a schizophrenic way, but in a you know, hearing old teachers and old friends and family members saying really unsupportive stuff. If you can relate to that, let me know what kind of topics you would like to see me talk about, because yeah, I want to get my Wednesday series as successful as this Sunday series. Let's look at watch time. So for the last 7 days, we got 13.4 hours of watch time, which is 60% more than the previous 7 days. Again, unsurprisingly, most of that watch time came from last week's channel analytics update, 9 hours. That's awesome. I think that video was about half an hour long. So, I mean, a lot of people watched it, and it seems like a lot of people stuck around at least a little bit, although, well, we'll see. We're going to look at more specific numbers for that. This is really interesting to me. Well, no, I take that back. Negotiation 102 got 0.9 hours, so almost 1 hour of watch time. I was going to say that this is surprising because in terms of numbers of views, this didn't perform as well as my shorts, but then I remembered that my shorts are short. They're like 15 seconds long. So of course, those aren't going to get the same amounts of like watch time as a longer form video. And then subscribers in the last 7 days, 13 new subscribers. That's the biggest growth that I've had so far. I want to say last week I had 11 new subscribers, so 18% more than the previous 7 days. 8 of you came from last week's channel analytics update. Amazing. One of you came from Negotiation 101, one of you came from Negotiation 102, and then I think I had a few come from some shorts as well. That's not showing up here, but that's okay. Looking at some more specific statistics, say that 10 times fast. In the last 28 days, 541 views, 12.6 thousand impressions. That's great. My impressions click-through rate also increases. This has been a steady growth over time. It doesn't look like it here on this graph, but it has been. When I first started posting long form, it was like sub 1%, and now we're almost at 3%. So that's great. I would love to see my average view duration go up. This one is kind of lagging behind, but granted, I have been focusing pretty hard on making clickable titles and clickable thumbnails. I think my thumbnail game has substantially improved. And I actually enjoy making thumbnails a lot more than I thought I would. I'm really enjoying putting in the effort to make them on Canva. And yeah, graphic design is my passion. So been really having a super fun time with making thumbnails. We're going to look at more specific information about last week's channel analytics update. So 200 views, 160 more than usual. 200 is incredible. That is just 2 weeks ago. I think I was maybe getting 30 views on these videos. So that's awesome. 9 hours of watch time, 6 more than usual, 8 new subscribers. And I have enough traffic now to this video that I can see where people are coming from. So most people were coming from YouTube recommendations. So this is usually what pops up when you finish watching a video. YouTube will serve you another video of like, hey, you just watched this. Maybe you're interested in watching this. Let me keep you on the platform. 6 came from direct or unknown. I don't know really what that means. 5 came from channel pages. So that would be somebody clicking on my channel and kind of thumbing through the content that I've made and clicking on that directly from my profile. 1 from YouTube search. This is very exciting. We talked about this last week. Now, unfortunately, audience retention, not great. This is actually even worse than last week, unfortunately. So average view duration was 2 minutes and 42 seconds. As always, this was artificially inflated by the fact that I watch my own video all the way through so that I can A, support myself, set myself up for success, but B, I've started putting timestamps into all of my videos. So when I watch it all the way through to get that first view and support my own work, I'm also taking my timestamps. So that means that the vast majority of people didn't even stick around for 2 minutes. The average view duration is only 8.4%. Really want to be getting that number up. And here YouTube says that 40% of viewers are still watching around the 30-second mark. So 60% of people are clicking away before 30 seconds. That sucks. Now reach for this video was great. 4.7K impressions. That's a lot for me. 2.8% click-through rate, only 0.1% lower than my channel average. 200 views, 177 unique viewers. YouTube seems to think that people want to watch my content. YouTube seems to think, oh yeah, people will be interested in this small creators channel update because, and it makes sense, right? Like YouTube wants to encourage more people to be making content for their platform so that they have more content to serve people, to keep people on their platform and go yum 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 ads. Gobble gobble yum, 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 ads, right? So it makes sense to me that YouTube would reward me for making content about making YouTube content. But it's like there's some disconnect here in terms of like, YouTube showing this to a lot of people and a lot of people are clicking on it and then immediately going away. You would think that YouTube would see that and stop serving it to people, right? Like, does that not seem obvious that it's like if YouTube shows it to 100 people and, 20 people click, but then 18 people leave within 30 seconds, you'd think that would be a signal to YouTube to stop showing it to more people. So I don't know. If you have thoughts on this, please share them in the comments. I'm all ears. I am always really interested in this section. This is content suggesting this video because it tells me so much about whether I'm talking to YouTube well. If I'm telling YouTube what's in my video very well, then this section will tell me if YouTube understands what's in my video and is giving it to the right people. I don't know. I'm not real happy with this section today. Usually I'm like, okay, yes, score. But today, not really. So one person clicked on my video from bakery loyalty program using Lealtad. No. Next one is LinkedIn lead generation tutorial. Find emails on LinkedIn profiles with Sales QL email finder. No. 3 YouTube trends that you should use to grow in 2025. See, that one makes sense. 2025, something in Arabic. I have no idea what that says. So it's a mystery. I'm like looking at the thumb. Oh, okay. It appears to be something about America's Got Talent with somebody who is like in a very large body. So I don't think that has to do with my content. And then the last one is small YouTubers do this and the algorithm will love you. That one does relate to my video. So only 2 of these videos that are recommending my video really have anything to do with what I'm talking about, which may give me information about why my retention rate is so low because YouTube is showing it to people who aren't really interested. And one thing that I've talked about in some of these other updates is how YouTube has this like autoplay feature where if you are scrolling on your feed and you pause over a video for any length of time, YouTube will automatically start playing it. And I'm pretty sure that those autoplays count as views. So I suspect that that may have been happening quite a bit with this video. So there's the update about last week's update. Now let's talk about my Wednesday video because, like I said earlier in this video, I would really, really love to get my Wednesday videos looking as good, if not better, than these Sunday update videos. I do think that part of my issue with these last 2 Wednesday videos has been the title. We'll get more into it. Let's look at the numbers first. So 32 views, that's 2 more than usual. 0.9 hours of watch time, about the same as usual. 1 new subscriber, that's great. Audience retention, 4.5%. A minute and 44 seconds. And this includes me watching all the way through. Now, I'm very intrigued by this spike here. I'm chuckling because I'm pretty sure that that spike is from me, myself, and I. I'm pretty sure that that spike is from me scrolling through this video to find a spot to clip for my YouTube short. Because I mean, like right here indicates that, you know, it makes no sense why there would be this huge spike over 100% in the middle of my video if it's not from me going through my own timestamps, clicking on the timestamp I want to go to so that I can clip that section of my video to make a short out of it. And I watch that section multiple times in a row to get the timing just right for making my clip. So that's from me. I would bet some money that that's from me. But yeah, a minute and 44 average view duration, and this video was like pretty long and I watched it all the way through. So this is like even worse than the last video. 675 impressions. Would also love to get that number up, but 2.5% impression click-through rate, so only a little bit below my channel average. I'm pretty happy with that number given the number of impressions. 32 views, 15 unique viewers, 50-ish% from browse features, 25% from director unknown, 12.5% from suggested videos, 9.4% from channel pages, and 6.2% from other. So different traffic sources for this one than the last video. Most of the people found this just from like scrolling on their feed, whereas the last video, most of the people found it from it being served directly to them after another video. So I think that that may have something to do with the difference in impressions. All right, now let's look at the content that suggested this video. So one person found me from You Won't Be Tied Down. No experience or interview, no phone, easy work from home, job 2025. This does feel like it fits with my video, right? Because like my video was talking about how to set your rates as a creative or as a solo entrepreneur. So definitely relevant data for somebody who is trying to work from home and looks like exploring becoming a freelancer perhaps. Next one is stealing from the tip jar, then tipping $500. What is that, like a Darman video? Not related. How to start affiliate marketing in 2024, beginning tutorial, related. And then virtual employee annual awards 2017. What's that about? Interesting. I tangentially related to my video. Not really related, but not unrelated, you know? Audience retention, like I said, we already looked at this, minute and 44, but I screenshot this part because I wanted to show you my likes and dislikes on this video. I got some dislikes, 66.7% liked versus dislikes. So I think that means I probably got 2 likes and 1 dislike. And I wanted to show this just because, like, I have to laugh. I am so glad to be at a point mentally where, like, getting this bad of a percentage of dislikes makes me laugh. The reason why I'm laughing is because I doubt that somebody intentionally disliked this video. I know that I have accidentally disliked videos many times where it's like, maybe I like drop my phone, or any number of things that would cause me to like accidentally hit the dislike button and like not realize it. So I kind of suspect that that's what happened. If it is on purpose, bite me. Not even. I honestly, like, I don't. To say bite me indicates that I care, and I don't. Like, I only care in so much as I care about the numbers of this channel, and this is new and it's amusing. So but yeah, just wanted to share that. This has been the data from my long form content. I didn't bother collecting information about my short form, my shorts that I've posted this week, because I don't want this video to be 10 years long. Uh, and also, like, I'm trying to make long form content. That's my focus. I already did the short form thing this past summer, and it just like wasn't for me. It's making shorts is actually a lot more labor intensive than you would think. And also, I have a lot to say, right? Like, I think that we have established that I'm a certified yapper, and trying to contain myself to a 1 minute short just does not feed my soul. What I'm doing here feeds my soul, and it's easy and it's fun. Let's strategize for this upcoming week. So I have a few theories why these weekly updates perform so much better than my Wednesday updates. Theory number 1, I have a list of titles that ChatGPT generated for me that are designed to be keyword rich and SEO friendly, and like clickable and intriguing. So that's number 1. So I could do that. And actually, I've been thinking about, because I tried this a few weeks ago where like I had a video that performed abysmally, and I went and updated the title and updated the description a little bit to make it a little bit more broad, and that was successful at getting more views. So I think I might do that, just because like that's a pretty high like bang for your buck change to make. I may do that for my 2 negotiation videos, because to be perfectly honest with you, I think if I put myself in the shoes of my audience, I probably wouldn't click on those videos either or stick around for them. So that's number 1. Number 2, I definitely need to work on my hooks. Getting people curious with the title and thumbnail, and then keeping them curious in the first 30 seconds, because as we saw, most people are clicking away within the first 30 seconds. They're not getting the information. Definitely need to work on that. I think that's another thing that I could ask for help from ChatGPT for. Number 3 is making my Wednesday videos more structured and less rambly. I sort of suspect that one major reason why my Sunday videos are more successful is because I'm basically giving you a slideshow presentation, right? Like, I have screenshots from all of my statistics. We go through them one by one. and then I come back and I give like a conclusion with my strategy for the upcoming week. It's very like predictable. I have a visual to keep me on track. I'm not really going off on very many tangents. When I do have tangents, they're actually like related, and I'm not like going down all of these random rabbit holes that have nothing to do with the topic of the video. And also, like, the flip side of this is that with my Wednesday videos, because I don't have that same level of structure, I think that I've been putting too much information into them. I came across somebody interviewed Deya, Deya, who is a very successful creator here on YouTube. And she was talking about how, like, her priorities are creating and maintaining trust with her audience, talking to her audience as if they're friends and equals, even though she's in like the educational space. She's not presenting herself as like an authority who's above the audience, but rather like an equal who's like, hey, here's some information I know, and you're my friend, you're my best friend, and here I'm going to tell you about it, right? She also does like slideshow presentations so that, there's enough structure to stay on track with the content of the video, but also enough flexibility to present in like a conversational manner compared to sticking to a really rigid script. I have no desire to create and stick to a rigid script because frankly, I don't have the time. But also, like, that's not the experience that I want to have with YouTube. I want YouTube to feel fun and easy. And adding that task to my weekly schedule would make YouTube feel like a huge burden. So I'm not going to be going in the 100% scripted route or direction. But I think I would like to, with my Wednesday videos going forward, create this like slideshow format because it keeps me focused. And also, I think it like reveals to me when I'm trying to pack too much information into a single video. Another thing, too, is that part of the reason why I decided to make this YouTube video and why I've been sticking to it, even though my growth has been relatively, well, I mean, I won't say that my growth has been slow, because something that I've been doing as I'm on this journey is like anytime I come across a creator who has like 100,000 or more subscribers, I go into their channel and I filter their videos by oldest. And 100% of the time, they have videos that are at least like 3 to 4 years old. So these creators with six figures have been on the platform for multiple years, and I'm on week 9, right? So I do it to help me stay motivated, just in the fact of like, you have to put in the hours in order to get the success. And also, like, I don't want to be an overnight success. I don't want to have like a huge viral moment. I don't think that I'm ready for that mentally. I think that like the slow and steady trajectory for me makes sense. I also sort of have this like life philosophy of what's the rush. I think that this ethos of hurry, 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 become successful now or else is unhelpful at best. uh, I won't go off onto that. That's a whole other video in and of itself. Wednesday videos. All of that to say, I think that I'm going to experiment with creating slideshow presentations and structuring them a little bit more like these Sunday videos, just to like see how that goes. Is it going to be too much work for me? I just realized that I didn't finish my thought. One of the reasons why I created this YouTube channel is because I want to improve my skill of public speaking. And just like going in cold with no plan is not skilled public speaking. I think that being a good public speaker involves preparing and having slides and knowing what you're going to say, even if it is like pretty much off the cuff and like your material. I'm not making a word for word script if I'm going to go give a talk, but to have a structured outline and know what I'm going to say with each point is good public speaking. So that means that in order to become a better public speaker, I can use this as an opportunity to practice practicing or practice preparing. You know what I mean? So making slideshows for my Wednesday videos. Another reason too is because I want to start incorporating more information that I'm learning from school into my videos, and creating a weekly slideshow presentation will help me like crystallize the knowledge that I'm learning in school and apply it to the people that I want to work with long term, which is again people like you and me who are trying to have careers in the public eye. This kind of career presents a lot of unique challenges, especially when it comes to mental health. Having a weekly opportunity to tie the things that I'm learning in school back to my intended audience, my intended like population that I want to work with, will help me learn better. Kind of giving myself this assignment of making a presentation and basically like learning to teach creates true learning, creates true mastery of knowledge. And that has been sort of a pain point for me at this point in the semester. I kind of bombed one of my midterms, and I went and talked to my professor about it immediately afterwards, because I was like, well, I bombed this midterm, but I'm not here to complain and appeal. I'm here because I agree with the grade. And that's a problem. you know I would like to feel like I am actually learning in my master's program. So there you go. My plan for this upcoming week is to focus on putting more preparation effort into my Wednesday videos the way that I do with these Sunday videos. It's so funny too because I intended for the Sunday videos to kind of be like, I don't want to say like throwaway content, but maybe like filler content, like just because my goal for 2025, as I've said in all of my videos, is to get this channel monetized, but I can't control that. What I can control is how much content I make and how good the content is, right? So my real goal, the thing that I'm measuring, is 2 videos a week, 100 videos by the end of the year, long form. This series was kind of intended to like pad that number. But it's funny because the editing process for these Sunday videos is a lot more intensive because I have to, put this like slideshow together. I have to do the picture in picture stuff. And I am figuring out the workflow. It's getting easier and easier. But yeah, that's the deal. So unfortunately, this is turning into more and more of a time commitment. But being that I can incorporate it with school, I think helps me sort of justify it. So there you go. That's it for this week. Again, if you would like to help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers by the end of this month, March of 2025, please hit the subscribe button. I would deeply appreciate it. Also, leave me a comment with, ideas for content that you would like to see from me. So, yeah, thanks for being here, and I hope you have a great week. Bye bye.